Hi, my name's Julie and I'm an alto in the self-isolation choir. This video will show you how to use an external microphone to capture a higher quality recording. To participate in the self-isolation choir, an external microphone is certainly not required. But if you happen to have an external microphone or are planning on investing in one, this video will give you a few tips just to help you get started. If you'd rather record using simpler equipment, have a look at the other video in the series, which will show you how to complete your recording using a phone or an iPad. So first, let's review the equipment that you'll be needing. The first is an external microphone. Ideally, you'd be using a USB microphone. The USB lead is going to power the microphone and will also transfer the sound to your device. We recommend a condenser microphone because they're great at capturing subtle detail and will capture a wide range of sound. There are lots of great microphones out there to choose from. Some good manufacturers to look into include Blue or Rode, since they carry some good entry-level microphones. That might be a good option. When you've settled on a microphone, have a look around YouTube to see if you can find a tutorial that will show you how to get the most out of your specific microphone. The next piece of equipment is a pair of headphones. Now this is key because we need you to be capturing the sound of your voice without also capturing the sound of the backing track. So it's important that as you're recording, that you are able to hear the backing track, but that the microphone that's recording your voice can't. You'll also need a device that will record your voice and play the backing track at the same time. Now this is the device that you'll be plugging your microphone and your headset into. So for me, I'm going to be using my laptop to do both. Next, choose a quiet recording space. External microphones are very good at picking up sound, even ones that you don't intend it to. So when you're choosing a recording space, remember that you're not only recording your voice, you're recording the entire room that you happen to be in when you're singing. So before you start recording, sit quietly in that room for just a minute and see if you can hear anything. Can you hear a ticking clock or the hum of an appliance? Because if you can hear it, the microphone can too. Avoid recording in spaces where you'll get a loud echo. So big open spaces or kitchens that are coated in tile are typically not great. The best place in your home to record is likely a bedroom because it has lots of soft furnishings. Now that you have everything you need, plug in your microphone into your computer and let's get started. Okay, so I have Audacity open now. Audacity is a free piece of software available for download for Windows and Mac computers. Once you have downloaded and installed Audacity, open it up and plug in your microphone and your headset. Then you're going to select your microphone input by this drop-down menu. So here's mine. If you can't find the microphone that you know you've plugged in, what you can do is click to Transport, Rescan Audio Devices, and it should refresh the list. Then select the headset. This is what you'll use to listen to the backing track when you record. Over here, select Mono Recording. Now, we're selecting mono because the recordings that we submit to the sound engineers all get converted to mono before they get added to the mix. So you can save them a step if you record in mono to begin with. But if that option isn't available to you, so for example, if people recording with phones won't have this option, it's okay. You can record in stereo if you need to. It'll get converted later. Now I'm going to adjust the recording level of my microphone. Over here where it says click to start monitoring, when I click there, you can see there's a green bar that moves as I sing or speak into the microphone. So if you sing at the loudest volume that you think you're going to need for this piece, and the bar doesn't go all the way to the right where it starts to get into the red, then that's a good thing. So let's do a test recording just to get started. So here's the record button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to click stop. I'm going to go to the beginning and I'm just going to play that back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, not bad. That actually could get louder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click mute. I'm going to add a new track and I'm going to adjust the recording level over here. So right now it's at the middle, it's at 0.5. I'm going to bring that up to about 2/3 of the way. I'm going to click back. I'm going to click record. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you can see that my waveforms got a little bit bigger. So that's a good thing. I'm going to play that back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm quite happy with that level. I'm going to show you what happens when you go a little bit too high. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this track here is a pretty good example of clipping. So what's happening is the waveforms that I've just recorded are touching the extremities of the track, and that's something you certainly don't want. It's going to render your track pretty much unusable. The other thing I want to just to show you is what can happen when you have pops on your recording. So pops are caused by the impact of fast-moving air on the microphone when you're recording either speech or singing. So I'm going to just do a quick demo of that. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. So listen back to what that sounds like. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. So you can see when I was playing that each of the P's that I was saying was causing the recording level to go into the red. If you're getting a lot of pops on your recording, you might want to try a couple of different things. The first is the position of your microphone. Try recording with it pulled a little bit further away. Another idea would be to twist it ever so slightly so that the front of the microphone is pointing towards your cheek rather than your lips, so that the air as you sing brushes up against the microphone on an angle rather than dead on. Another idea is to look into a pop filter. So that's something that would be held a couple of inches away from your microphone and would shelter it from the force of air. These are available for purchase, or I have made one, a DIY version, using an embroidery hoop and an old pair of nylons. I think, a wire coat hanger would work just as well. Once you're happy with your recording level, you can delete all of your test tracks by clicking on the X's here. If you accidentally delete a track that you didn't mean to, you can go Edit, Undo Track, Remove. Next, you can do a little test recording singing along with the backing track, maybe for about a minute or so. Listen back, make sure that there's no clipping, there's no background noise. A common culprit is a computer fan. So if your microphone's a little bit too close to your computer, that might become an issue. Once you're ready to start recording, you can load up the backing tracks on YouTube and Audacity at the same time and press play on the backing track.
Start your recording device now, and if I could ask you to clap after 4 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. And...
When the backing track ends, you can press stop on both the YouTube and your recording in Audacity. My waveforms here are small because I'm singing pianissimo, but if I was singing a piece like Then Did Elijah, they'd be a lot bigger. Then did Elijah the prophet break forth like a fire. Audacity has a bunch of special effects that are a lot of fun to play with, but please don't use any of them on the recordings that you submit. So no reverb, no pitch correct. The sound engineers have really sophisticated methods to make us sound like we're all together in a big cathedral. And so sometimes the homemade special effects can detract from that. The best way that you can help them is to send them a genuine recording of your voice and let them handle the rest. Now that my recording is done, I'm going to check the properties over here. I can see waveform has been selected. The format is the default that Audacity uses. That's fine. The rate is at 44,100 Hertz. That's fine. So I'm going to export this track. So I'll go to File, Export, and here I have a few different options. WAV files preserve the quality of your recording, but they are larger files. So if storage space or upload speed is a problem for you, then you may consider doing an MP3. MP3s are a bit more compressed. but they are still good enough for the purposes of participating in the self-isolation choir. So I'm going to choose Wave, and I'm going to give it a name. So it's the name of the piece, as well as my voice part. And I'm going to click Save. This pop-up just came up. You don't have to worry about it. I'm going to click OK. All right. Now that exported the file as a WAV, but I also have the option of saving the project. So the Audacity project is going to be helpful to me if I need to come back and change anything here. So I'm going to say, cast thy burden, alto, and this was take 1. Now to submit your recording, open up the email from Mark containing the link to the PDF, which has all of the links to the conducting videos and the submission links. So scroll down, you'll see these are the links to the conducting videos. Further down are the links to the Dropbox. So I just sang Cast Thy Burden, and I did the alto part, so I'll click here. And now it's opened up the Dropbox file request. So I'll click Add Files from my computer, and I go to the folder where I saved my file where I exported from Audacity. So that's this. And I'm already signed in to my Dropbox. Otherwise, you would have to enter your name and your email address, and then click Upload. Depending on your internet speed, it might take a couple seconds or a minute, but once it's been uploaded, you'll see this finished uploading screen, and you'll also get an email notification at the email address you provided. And that's it. So I hope you have lots of fun recording, and I look forward to seeing you at rehearsals and at a performance very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.